Hi everyone, welcome to the first lesson of Easy Office. My name is Arsam and I will be going over the different parts of an abacus and how to read numbers from it. Each of these green beads represent a 1 each and the red beads represents a 5. You can notice these black dots which repeat every 3 places in on the abacus. They represent decimal positions. Uh, Each of these lanes are representing units, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, and so on. And this whole is a 15-digit abacus, so it represents to a maximum of a zillion or 1,000 trillion, if I'm right. Next, we will be doing counting on an abacus. So counting, as I said, these each represent greens, represent the ones, and this fives. So yeah, one and another important point to note is that the answer is only represented by the beads which are beside the white line. So this represents the answer, and all the beads which are away from the white line are not part of the answer. We are just going to forget about it for the purpose of the abacus while using the abacus. So now we'll be doing counting. So this represents 1, that's 1. 2 beads beside the white line means 2. 3 beads beside the white line means 3, that's a 4. Then to write a 5 we don't use, because we don't have any more beads to add from here, we just use this the beads from above, so that's a 5 beside the white line. Okay, now I'm gonna go over other numbers from 6 to 10. Before that, I would like to tell you about the representation of 0. uh, Technically speaking, 0 means if you are going to uh, decide on a logical basis what 0 is, here we can see that if numbers are represented by digits which are beside the white line, then 0 would be uh, none of the beads being beside the white line. So that's a 0, 0, 0, 0 on all lanes because none of the digits are beside the white line. Next, I'm going to go over numbers from 6 to 10. So 6 is a 5 and a 1. So that's a 5 plus 1, 6. That's a 6. 7 is gonna be 5 and 2 digits. 5 and 2, that's 7. That's an 8, 5 and 3 beside the white line. That's a 9, 5 and 4 beside the white line. Now I'm gonna go over the tens and onwards. So tens, we need to be careful about the lanes because 10 is a 2-digit number. That means the 1 in the 10 represents the so basically I have put these numbers under the lanes. So 1 is going to come in this lane and 0 will come in this lane. 1 means because 1 is just 1 bead beside the white line. So that's a 1 and that's a 0. Nothing beside the white line. Next is 11. 11 means, so I'm going to reset this. 11 means 1 in this lane and the second one goes in this lane. So 1 here and 1 here. That's an 11. Now 12 is just gonna be 1 and 2. So that's simply having a 1 in this lane. Sorry for the disruption. So that's a 1 already there and that's a 2. 1 and 2. 1 in 10's lane represents 10 and that's 2. So 10 plus 2 is 12. Next we have 13. That's 13. So 13 is going to be 1 in this lane, 3 in this lane. That's a 1 and that's a 3. That represents 13 on the abacus. Similarly, we can get a 14. That's a 14 and a 15 is 1 and 5. So 5 is just going to come from upwards. That's a 15. So next is I just want to go over numbers ahead of 20. So the same rule will be applied for all numbers starting from 10 till 99. Just want to go over the basic concepts. So that's the number 22 we have. Now we're going to write 22 because 22 is also a 2-digit number. So that means this 2 is going to go in this lane. This 2 will go into this lane. So 22, that's a 2 over there and that's a 2 here. 22 because this is indirectly 22. 20 plus 2. So it's 20 plus 2. That's 22. Next is the 25. 25 is uses the same basic concept. Everything is the same. There's nothing to worry about. 2 goes in this lane. 5 is goes into this lane. So that's a 25. Next we have is 28. So that's 28. 2 goes into this lane, 8 into this lane, that's 2. If you remember from before, 8 is 5 from here and 3 from below. 5 and 3, 8. 20, 5 and 3, 8. Okay. Now I am just going to go over some numbers which we have, and we need to be able to read those numbers just by looking at what has been written. So that's like after the calculation on an abacus, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or any other operations are completed, then we need to be able to read our answer. So for that, I will just explain some simple examples. First of all, we're going to start from a two-digit number. So that's a random two-digit number. So we need to be careful. This is now this uses the exactly same concept the way we did for 22 or other numbers like that. So that's the second lane. That means, and we can read that's a 5 and 3. That means it's 8. And here it's, so 8 is in the tens position and 3 is in the units position. So that's 83. 83. Okay, now we're gonna go over another number. Let's say, yeah, this. So that's 1 is in the tens position. That means that's a 10, and 9 is in the ones or units position. So that's 1, 9, 19. Now I'll go over some three-digit numbers. So that's, for example, that number. Now that's in the hundreds position. 2 goes into the hundred position. Then there's 5 and 1. 251. So that's a 251. We only read the numbers which are beside the white line. Forget about everything else which is away from the white line. So 2, 5, 1. 251. Simple as that. Now we're just going to go over another two-digit number. So that's so that's another two-digit number. So that's a 9 in a hundreds position. Sorry, over a three-digit number. 9 is in a hundreds position. That's 9 in the tens position, and that's a 1 in the ones or the units position. 991. So it's 991. Yeah. Now some four-digit numbers. So that's another randomly made four-digit number. So 1 is in the thousands position because units, tens, 100,000. 1. Then 3 is in the hundreds position. 6, that's a 5 and a 1. 6 beside the white line. And 2 in the units position. So that's 1, 3, 6, 2. 1,362. Okay, now another number. So the concept basically is the same. No matter how big the number is, there is nothing to worry about. That's another example. 3 is in the thousands position. 9 is in the hundreds position. 2 is in the tens position, and 8 into the units of ones position. So that's 3,928. Okay. So basically in the next lesson I would be going over addition of one-digit numbers and two-digit so on. Thanks a lot for watching my video. Kindly subscribe to my channel for more videos, and please like the video and comment on it for any improvements. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.